Hello, everybody. Hello, and here we are, Impactpoint here. And today we will discuss about markets in order to have our approach in a very or with a high probability manner. And we are here to help you in order to make profits. First of all, let's have our fundamental approach, and we mentioned that today will be a high volatility day, as the news are with a high impact for the markets. And more than that, if we enter today till the end of the week, we will definitely have good opportunities for swing trades and even for medium trades, or if you are a short-term trader, even for a couple of hours. So starting with a technical approach, we have to mention that from a technical perspective, we cannot enter without looking at charts, because we have to do a bias. We have to look our entries and to look after our entries. And starting with EURUSD, here we see this trend to the downside. And why do I mention that? Because after two rejection, the third rejection was not a rejection but a broke. And after a support that this zone turns a support, we saw this move to the upside. And here the price touched a level, and let's see that in H4 we have a sell signal, and we see here that after 3 candles and on H4 we see that the price rejected here, or he meet a resistance. And H1 we see here 2 huge pins to the upside, and the price again rejected here at this level. And what do we expect here? We suggest to be more biased on sells, as here is the second pin form on H1, and with a stop loss right here, or this zone, which could be 25 points, 20 points, or even 30 points, as you consider, or regarding your personality, if you're more aggressive or more conservative, you decide on that. But the TP will be here in that zone, near that zone, and here. You can place from the beginning your TP here, but you definitely will have to wait for this TP to be hit and smashed. But you decide on that. I mean, you are the owner of your trade, and you will see how the trade will behave till the end of the week. Again, here we can see that the trade could be invalidated. I mean, here could be a penetration to the upside. Again, here could be in this scenario, but taking into account all the relevant circumstances, as here is a sell signal on MACD, but here we see our sell signal on H4 on MACD. We definitely expecting a sell. But it's up to you to decide if you enter now or later, or you even expect that the price could easily break the level. But taking into account all relevant circumstances, we really suggest a sell here. Moving forward to GBP USD, here we can see that in a H4 for H4 perspective, here we see our pattern, and which is head and shoulders, and more than that, if we draw the line of to the downside of and let me do it more clearly. I mean, let's have a better look. We easily can see that here was a rejection, and here we have our fixed first rejection, second rejection, and here we see a broke of this level, and here are two ways to interpret this pattern, which could be a double top or a head and shoulders, as I said, in order to move more to the downside. But here could be a broke of this level, of this trend line, and here we see that this resistance turned into support, and we expect more buys opportunities. But in H1 we will do our bias, definitely our bias. Why? Because if here we will see a rejection, here we will be more orientated to sell opportunities. But if the level will be penetrated here after a correction, we will be more orientated to buys opportunities. But here we do not suggest any trades to take or to open any trades, because why? Here we are in the middle of a nowhere. I mean, look here, where we can put our stop loss, or where could analyze to put our TP. So here let's wait for better confirmations. Moving forward to USD Swiss franc. Here in a hedge for perspective, we see that our trend line to the upside was broken here, and here we see that this resistance turns support, and after this big move to the downside, the price hit this high level of activity, and in a H1 time frame, again, we do not want to blindly enter here, because we could enter here. I mean, if you are already in the trade and you have a sell here, congratulations, you are in a good trade. Even you did break even. I mean, you are in a free trade. But if you are not in a trade, we suggest to wait, because look, here could be an opportunity to go in the downtrend more and more, but here could be after a rejection could be another possibility to enter or to re-enter the sell trade with a TP here, TP1 and TP2. But here could be a possibility for a penetration of this level. Why? Because we know the US dollar tendency to straighten and to be more powerful towards other currencies, and this is why we have to take in this scenario into consideration. But again, here we suggest to wait, as here we see a buy signal, but in H4 again, here is a buy signal, and we do not have sufficient or enough confirmation in order to take a trade or another. I mean, even for buy or sells. Let's wait. Let's wait for better confirmation, because patience always pays. On USD CAD, here we see that USD CAD here is an uptrend move, and this triangle worked. I mean, this pattern worked, and the price is near this high level of activity. From our perspective, we have to wait. Why? Because we are in the middle of nowhere. Again, where we can put our stop loss or where we can put our TP. Again, the TP could be here, but if we would entered here, we would have a good, we would have been already in profit, and we are on the road to the TP. But again, here we are in the middle of nowhere. Just wait for better confirmation and look for two following scenarios. Here we have our first scenario where the price could be meet a rejection here, and after that he will go downside, or here could be a broke, and after that here we'll see move to the upside. And just after that we will open trades, because look here, the MACD is above the zero line, which is shows us a strong momentum for upside, and taking that into consideration, we have to let the price to do its move, and just after that we will look for our entries. Just have patience. Moving forward to USD/JPY, here you are. In a H4 perspective, or in H4 time frame, we will see here from the beginning a buy signal from MACD, and here we see our rejection here on this level, and even here we have a confluence of levels, because here is our level, our historical level, because if we have a look in history, we see that he had a rejection near this zone, and here we see our uptrend line, and the price is here. I mean, there is a confluence of confirmations, and taking that into consideration, we have a high probability trade, and I mean, it is worth to try to open a buy trade with a stop loss here, which will be consisted of 30 points, even 50 points if you want, 40 points, it's up to you, till near this take profit, or if you are more aggressive, you can set a TP right here near this level, as it is a historical level 2. The price was here during the beginning of the pandemic. Here we can see that, and in the history we see that the price hit this level 2 more than 2 or 3 times. Moving forward to NZD/USD. Here we have a good situation for sell. I mean, why? Because again, here we see our down trend line, and with first rejection, second rejection, and here we see our third rejection. I mean, it's still not a broke, and this scenario, then after a broke, the resistance turns support and the price goes up and up like that. No, definitely we do not have such a situation, because here we see a formation of a double top, or M formation, and H4 and H1 we see that it is clear. And do we have opportunity to enter here a trade? No. Why? Because here we are near a level here, and where the price could easily go more down, or he could do a retracement near this zone, which is a high activity zone, where the price could easily go more up, or to go even deeper, I mean, to the downside. What do we have to do? Nothing. I mean, just we have in that case, or for that pair, we have to wait for the price to get near this zone, and after that we will be more orientated to buy or sell. But if we look again on H4 time frame, we will see that here is a rejection but not a broke, and we are more orientated to for sell opportunities. Moving forward to Aussie, here we see that Aussie almost have the same situation as NZD USD, and after first rejection, second rejection, and here is our third rejection, we see that the price is moving down. We are a bit late into this trade. I mean, if you entered here, congratulations, you took a very good trade, but near this level could be a retracement here near again to this near this zone, and just after that a fall. What do we have to do? Here we have to wait if you are not in a trade on this particular pair. So let's wait because here we'll be in the middle of nowhere, as I mentioned it for 1,000 times before, because we want to have better entries, the best entries with high probabilities, entries with high probability chains of winning, and we will gain that high probability trade, or we will have this trade just when we will see a rejection here or a penetration here. You can enter if you are more aggressive, you can easily enter, but our suggestion is to wait because the patient always pays. And moving on Brent, our Brent. Here we see that we have a huge formation of head and shoulders. From a daily perspective, it is clearly a big one, and we can easily see and spot that. And we know that the head and shoulders is a reversal pattern. I mean, here could be this scenario of this big move, and I will be glad if you will catch that, because it is worth of 500 points. But when do we enter a sell trade? Just after we will see a penetration of this level and a retracement, and then again we will go more and more down. But here this pattern could be invalidated. I mean, here we could see a move to the upside, and when this move may occur, I don't know. We don't know, because it is easily to say that, but we will definitely know that if the pattern will be invalidated, we do not want to enter sell trades, because it will be a loss, and will be invalidated in a manner when this downtrend line will be broken. I mean, if the price will go here and will broke this level, definitely will be an invalidated pattern. We will be more orientated to buy. But taking into consideration the fact that the brand had such huge move to the upside, here must be a correction till this level, or maybe more down. We don't know. But if we catch the best entry, we will not be more concerned about the length or the quantity of the pips, as we will have a good entry, because it will pay, and we will wait with a trailing stop, or we'll have a trailing stop in general to gain our profits, and to take our profits more precisely, excuse me for that misunderstanding. Moving forward to VTI, here we see the same situation as these instruments are correlated, and the same scenario. We will wait for a confirmation to the to move downside, to have a move to the downside, or we will have a move to the upside. But again, we will have to wait this down trend line to be broken. Well, let's discuss about gold. In a hedge floor perspective, we can see that the gold was falling, and here he ranged for a couple of weeks, week 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is a month. Here we have a month, and at the end of the 4 week, we saw this big move to the upside. And after that, here we see a rejection near this level. And what do we expect forward to happen here? So on MACD, we will see a sell opportunity and a divergence. Why? Because here we have a higher high, but here we have a lower high. And in a H1, if we see that zone, here we see that the price fails to do a higher high. Yeah, exactly. And if we take that in consideration, we will be more orientated to sell. I mean, when the price will broke this, I mean, you can easily enter right now for a sell, but if you are more aggressive and then you are willing to take this risk, but for more conservative traders, let's wait to the price to see how it will behave here near this zone. If he will do a lower high as it is forming here, or a higher high, and just after that we will be more confident on our trade. But I mean, the bias is balanced, because in a daily chart or perspective, we will see here a clear double top, and we see that the MACD is near the zero line, and it's going to move forward, to move more in the up direction. And knowing that, let's wait for better confirmation. But we said which opportunities are going to be here, which type of opportunities. Here is a buy in case of we will see a continuation of the uptrend, or if the price fails to the higher high, here will be definitely a sell. Until the end of the week, we will see how the price will behave. And here we end our analysis for today. In case of questions, if you want to see other instruments or other analysis, you are welcome to say anything here and to have a good conversation. In case of not doing that, I wish you a good week, a good day with a lot of profits and good decisions and profitable trades. Thank you and have a nice day. Goodbye.